Hi Sagittarius, let's do your general Celtic cross for mid-September here on this channel this week. I did just do a love reading for you guys on my other channel called Soma, Chandra, Libra. I do love readings on that channel for Libra, Sagittarius, and sometimes Cancer every couple days. So if you're not in that collective, go to Soma, Chandra, Libra to check out love messages. This is a clarified Celtic cross, so it can apply to any part of your life. For my single people in particular, this might be more applicable to you, or it'll just touch on a different part of your life. It is good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus of Sag, but it is a general reading. It might not resonate with everyone. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. All right, let's get into it. Sag, you are being called to take the lead this week in some part of your life, but you might feel a little intimidated. Your guides just want you to surrender to worry. Skunk spirit came out for you. Know your worth. Your own worth might be in question for you yourself this week. It's a week to know your own worth. Don't be intimidated. Don't be afraid to sing your own song. What you're worth as a person is important. So know your worth this week. You may be asked to take the lead in some way and be a leader in some part of your life, at work, in a relationship. They're asking you to be the stag. But before you can be this stag and this strong energy that is a leader and takes the lead, first you have to know who you truly are and believe in yourself. We're going to turn this little guy right into the upright. It's time to know your own self-worth and not let anyone else diminish you in any way. You know your worth. You know that you can take the lead. You might be afraid to take the lead in a situation, but it might be required in order to have forward motion in some way. Your guides are also telling you, surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. You are being guided. Worry is only a productive emotion when you're able to do something about it. And I know that you want to because you're the magician. I think that you are trying to surrender worry or manifest something into your life despite worry. So if you're being worried, ask yourself what you can do to alleviate the worry. The first thing you can do is just breathe when the worry arises. I like that you see yourself as the magician, and what's driving you is the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing a lot of passion, I'm seeing a lot of drive, but I'm also seeing worried. You might be in a situation where you really have to put yourself out there and take the lead, and it's stressing you out a little bit. This could apply to any part of your life. So what's happening for you this week at the center of it all, Sagittarius? Six of Cups. The challenge is death. So Scorpio could be the challenge. You are recalling the past. You might be missing someone. The Six of Cups speaks to a homesickness where we revisit the past. It's about our childhood memories and recalling a time when things were simpler and easier and there was innocence and joy. Make sure you don't live in the past. You might be wanting some kind of a forgiveness between you and another person. You could be very pulled to when times were easier, when it was just innocent and sweet. And you might be wanting that right now, but I think you'll be revisiting the past and things that may have already ended. I did notice that death came in the reverse. Most readers, I believe in reversals. I don't always read reversals, but they wanted me to. On your love message, I didn't. I used the same deck, but I didn't use reversals. They wanted me to for your Celtic cross, to dig deep just for you. You are meant to be going through transformation. Scorpio teaches us that today is a good day to die, and I am not afraid. Out of the ashes, the phoenix does rise. With the death will come a rebirth. There might have been something that has ended for you, but you didn't get the closure that you needed, or you're afraid moving forward through this personal transformation. You might be afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. So you could be recalling a person or a situation fondly, that the death of that situation never really left you and it still haunts you to some degree. And maybe you didn't get the closure you wanted or needed, which I find interesting. What's driving you is the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You could be the Queen of Wands because that's your energy, or it could be someone around you very much wanting to open up emotionally. The Page of Cups does feel a little vulnerable at times, but he sees a creative opportunity. He intuitively and instinctively believes he wants to open up. He's curious about the emotional possibilities. Sometimes the Page of Cups is an apology, but not always. And the Queen of Wands here is Lilith. She looks so badass. So I see what's driving you, Sagittarius, is that you really want to open up to something emotionally. Pages explore and study. You just want to dip your toe in the water here. And I think this could be very much helping you reclaim your passion. If you're the Queen of Wands, you're feeling courageous. You want to feel confident. You want to be independent, social, determined. This is a very fiery, magnetic, passionate energy. As I always say about the Queen of Wands, it's not what is she doing, it's what she's not doing. If this is a relationship, there could be an intimidation thing going on here, or an age difference possibly, but not necessarily. I think you want to open up and explore something new in your life that you feel emotionally drawn to. It could be something from the past, or something has to die and something new can grow in its place to experience this Queen of Wands transformation. You definitely want to maintain a level of passionate independence, that's for sure. What happened in the past? This is interesting. I've got the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the Three of Cups. Who is this person? You could be the Empress in this situation, or someone else could be. You could have been connecting to a Libra or a Taurus. The Empress is often a wife, a married woman. She sees a lot of fertile ground. Something was going down in your past that was really fun and wonderful. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, but it's almost like staying in the moment, being happy. It's a very indulgent energy. I like it how they use the Kraken in this deck. The Nine of Cups does feel like it swallowed you up. It's like you just won the lottery. It felt really good. It was really happy, really indulgent. Woohoo, drinks on the house. And I think you saw a lot of fertile ground in this situation, or you were connecting to a Libra or a Taurus maybe. The Empress has very high standards. This could have also been something to do with career, where you really got to take the lead and really got very creative and felt very powerful and strong. This is Kali. You do not ever want to mess with Kali, though. And then the Three of Cups is here. So it could have had to do with a friendship or a collaboration. It's possible that if it was a relationship, there was a third party situation. The Queen of Wands is only one aspect of the Empress. The Empress is all four queens combined. Sometimes the Queen of Wands is the other woman and the Empress is the married woman. It could have been a situation like that, but not necessarily. This could have been a situation where you broke free and wanted to take a little bit of a different approach. Maybe you struck out on your own. This could be an entrepreneurial venture as well. But I like this. This is either deep within or in your past. But what you're thinking about all the time, I think there's been some sort of a shift for you. I think this is a situation you're recalling, if I had to guess. Four of Swords, the Tower in reverse. What I'm getting off of this is, I'm dodging this bullet. I think you do feel a little stressed out. I think you're not really willing to blow everything apart and tear everything down and rebuild. The Tower is about a sudden transformation. Death is a slow ending. The Tower is a rip the Band-Aid off quick. So I can see that you're moving towards transformation, but both cards of transformation, it's Scorpio energy. Both cards of transformation are in the reverse. There may be some kind of a resistance because of something that happened in the past. It's important to you to maintain your independence, or you want to connect to this person, whoever this Queen of Wands is, but I do think it's you. I think you are going through a personal transformation. I think you might be you might be recovering from something that happened, a Tower moment where it was a sudden shift and it was very chaotic. But I think this week it's like no sudden moves, Soma Chandra. This stresses me out. You need to think about it. This might be a relationship or a situation that's been on hiatus or some kind of a break. I think it has drained you. You're either Dracula or you're that chick. With the Four of Swords, it's never as bad as you think it is. You might be resisting transformation a little bit, clinging to something that's easier and gentler with the Six of Cups. But I think this is a situation you're recalling, if I had to guess. What's coming in for you in the near future is the Eight of Wands in reverse to the Ace of Swords. Weirdo card combination. I think you want to break through. I think a sudden realization is coming. This is an aha moment. This is an action. This is a communication. This is a truth. This is a new idea that comes from a place of mental clarity or success. And success, I think that you decide that the best truth and course of action for you is to move slowly. But I'll be honest with you, the Eight of Wands in reverse sort of resists change or is frustrated. So I think you might be frustrated at the pace that something is moving. The breakthrough is coming. And I think you're handling it as best you can because you see yourself as the magician, and the Page of Wands in reverse. That's Virgo energy, Aries energy. So no matter what the situation is in your life, my advice always as a reader, or what I always want to see, is the magician and probably like the Two of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, depending on the situation. Face-to-face, heart-to-heart conversations, cooperating, collaborating, implementing, learning what you build, and to be the magician. The magician has a plan. The magician knows something, that he must be the single catalyst for change in a situation. It's sit down, watch me now. Nobody's going to do this for me. I'm going to have to manifest. So I see you wanting to manifest. And I see that you're going to be very resourceful. You seem to think that you have full command of the swords, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups. This is a person that's discovering their power. I think that this is very much about yourself. So you might be trying to manifest with a person that will not talk to you. Or if this is all you, Sagittarius, the Page of Wands, pages in reverse aren't bad. It's where we reform our ideas and we redirect our energy. We go on a spiritual path and we face the beliefs that we have about ourselves that limit us. This Page of Wands is going on a bit of a spiritual journey. So I see you going on a spiritual journey where you're discovering your own power, possibly getting to where you do know your own worth. The magician will take the lead. I just think you're worried about doing that, if I had to guess. Or you're trying to manifest a person that's just like, I'm frustrated, I'm bored, I can't direct my energy. Just bypass that person if it's a person around you, or just give them their space or whatever. Because if you're the magician and you're the Queen of Wands, I can see why you might be frustrated by the pace of things. Just keep holding on to the sword of discernment. You might want to be reaching out to a person about the truth, but you might be resisting doing so. That's a possibility too. In the environment, this could be a person around you, or conversely, this is your response to the environment. This is sort of a hidden factor. So that's a hidden factor within you or in someone around you that you're not aware of entirely. This is the Hermit and the Five of Swords in reverse. So someone might be very withdrawn from you right now. I have two cards of Virgo here. Some of you have Virgo in your chart, or you're the Virgo. You know, the Magician and the Hermit work alone. They do want to manifest something, and it can involve other people, but I think right now you're working alone, or this person around you is working alone. The Magician is a younger energy. The Hermit is an older energy. Sometimes someone feels the need to search their soul and go on a little bit of a solo spirit walk. I think you're going to be doing a lot of solo work this week. There's only one person on all these cards. Even in the Three of Cups, were you the ringleader in a group project or a creative collaboration? You might have been. It might have made you very happy. And this might be something you're recalling, or this is a person around you you're recalling. If this is a person around you, they might want to make an amends with you, but they're still a little triggered by the relationship and they hang on to some past resentment. It's like, let's let bygones be bygones. You know, I think this person is avoiding conflict with you, possibly because they're still hanging on to something that pisses them off. Or you're withdrawn from a situation because you're not going to fight with someone else. Like you might be being the Queen of Wands, like I'm a passionate badass bitch and I have standards, thank you very much. Oh, and I also have other friends that I can spend time with and make me happy too. It could be one of those deals. The way you're feeling, Four of Wands and the Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. So for some of you, you want a renewal with a person, or a rebirth of some kind, and you want a homecoming with them. But I think what you're really hoping for is stability. And the Star is where we heal from the Tower. So this might be a situation where something really ended for you that opened up a gateway for you to reclaim your personal power. Don't be frustrated by the pace of things, Sagittarius. I know that you guys ruled by Jupiter really want to expand quickly. Just surrender your worry. I think things are unfolding for you to help you know your own self-worth and to take the lead moving forward. But I do think that you're moving towards your dreams. You know, the star is positive, motivated. It represents a freedom. Everyone wants to be around a person that's in the energy of the star. Someone may really radiate, and I think that you want to radiate as well. I hope that you don't think that someone's like out of your league in some way. Someone around you might feel like that about you too, because I'm seeing this desire for a foundation and a homecoming and a renewal. But I think that this is happening deep within for you this week. Really wanting to feel stable, really wanting to feel positive and safe, you know? This is like the tooth fairy. That's so cute. Tooth fairy. What you're ending on is interesting energy, though. Seven of Wands to Strength in reverse. I think this is the final outcome of a situation between you and another person. And I think you are doing the best you can. You're going through a personal transformation. You might be homesick for a person or a situation, but I don't think that's going to really stop you from moving forward. I think you're the star and the Queen of Wands and the Magician and the Empress. But I think you might be dealing with a person who feels as though they're being challenged and they might not have the strength to face you, or you're afraid you don't have strength in a situation. Whatever you're going through, it does call for you to take the lead and know your own worth and not be too worried about it. I'm seeing a lot of fake it till you make it here. You know, like you're not afraid of a challenge, but I think that this might be draining to some degree. So make sure you get plenty of rest with strength in reverse here. But I think it's possible that you're dealing with a person who just can't face you right now. They might be angry about something and you might be shining your light super bright, but someone may feel very caught off guard. There will be a challenge that has to be faced. So make sure you have strength of character, and strength only comes when it's called for. So if someone else can't take the lead, you might have to face this challenge and tame pride and raw emotions and desire and even feelings of impulsivity or inadequacy. Like someone just might not have the strength to resist something, or that there's just, I think you're dealing with a person who is drained in some way and is like back off a little bit. And you might be like, I know the truth though, and I will have this breakthrough. If someone else won't cooperate with you, I think no matter what, even if it drains you, you're going to accept the challenge anyways. But don't be afraid to take the lead. And if anything that goes on this week makes you question your own self-worth, take a step back and make note of that. Just make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. That's not going to get you anywhere. Breathe in, breathe out, be this Magician and this Queen of Wands and take the lead. All right, my dear ones, that was an interesting reading. Check out your love reading that I just posted for you on Soma, Chandra, Libra. This is your Celtic cross that can apply to any part of your life. This Empress and this Three of Cups could even be like a mom or a friend around you. Yeah. All right, Sag, I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.